Are you looking for hens that are not only great at producing eggs regularly in your home, but can also incubate their own eggs to produce new flocks? Whether it's to renew your flock or to raise roosters for meat, the answer to that question may be closer than you think. In this video, we're going to explore two fascinating paths to achieve this. First, we'll introduce you to 12 purebred chicken breeds with such a well-defined brooding instinct that they've earned the title of perfect mothers. And we can't forget the true champions of self-sufficiency, backyard or heritage chickens, whose genetic heritage makes them the natural incubators par excellence. Let's start with a classic of classics. The silkie, or Japanese silky hen, has an Asian origin. It's an ornamental breed with an exceptionally docile and friendly temperament, making it ideal for family environments. Throughout the year, they typically lay between 80 and 120 cream to white-colored eggs. The silkie's brooding instinct is legendary. They have one of the strongest tendencies to go broody among all breeds, which makes them the #1 choice for any breeder who wants to use natural mothers. Their instinct is so powerful that they can go broody even in winter. They are extremely dedicated to the task of incubating. They sit constantly and patiently on their eggs, maintaining a perfect temperature and rarely leaving the nest, which ensures a high success rate in hatching. Once the chicks are born, the silkie is an exceptional mother. They are protective, attentive, and make sure to guide their offspring every step of the way. Their dense, soft plumage also helps them keep the chicks warm effectively. Their unshakable brooding instinct and motherly tenderness make them perfect for a home breeder, as they can incubate not only their own eggs but also those of other chickens, or even other poultry, making them a very valuable natural incubator. Orpington. Originating from England, the Orpington is a dual-purpose breed known for its large size and fluffy plumage. Its temperament is extremely docile and calm. They can lay between 150 and 200 large light brown eggs per year. The Orpington has a very developed and reliable brooding instinct. Once they decide to go broody, they commit completely to the task. This quality, combined with their calm nature, makes them predictable for the breeder looking for excellent mothers. Their large size and plumage make them perfect for covering a large number of eggs and keeping them evenly warm. They remain firm on the nest and are very patient, which results in a successful incubation without the need for constant intervention. An Orpington is a very loving and protective mother. She takes great care of her chicks, protecting them from potential predators and teaching them to forage. Her gentle nature prevents her from being aggressive, even with her own offspring. While they are excellent layers, their reliable maternal instinct is their greatest advantage for a breeder. A breeder can depend on an Orpington to incubate their own eggs or even those of other hens with a lesser brooding instinct. Brahma. The Brahma is a large breed of Asian origin, recognized for its impressive size, calmness, and cold resistance. Its temperament is very docile, and it gets along well with other breeds. They lay between 150 and 180 large brown eggs per year, even in winter. The Brahma's brooding instinct is strong and consistent. Their tendency to go broody, especially during the colder months, makes them a reliable option for those who breed in cool climates. Due to their large size and weight, a Brahma can cover a considerable number of eggs, which maximizes the number of chicks in a single clutch. They are very diligent mothers on the nest, rarely leaving it and taking great care of the eggs. Once the chicks are born, the Brahma proves to be a calm yet very protective mother. Their large size allows them to defend their offspring from danger, and their docile nature ensures a stress-free upbringing for the little ones. Their ability to lay in winter and their brooding instinct in the cold make them invaluable. A breeder can use a Brahma not only to ensure the survival of a flock in an adverse climate, but also to incubate large quantities of eggs at once. Wyandotte. The Wyandotte is a very popular American breed, known for its rounded body, resilience, and rose comb, ideal for the cold. They have a docile and friendly temperament. They produce between 200 and 250 brown eggs per year. Wyandottes possess a solid and well-defined brooding instinct, especially the heritage lines. This instinct, combined with their dual-purpose nature, makes them one of the most versatile breeds for a breeder. They are very efficient and dedicated mothers on the nest. Their broad body shape allows them to cover a good number of eggs evenly. They are not prone to abandoning the clutch and remain firm and attentive throughout the entire process. A Wyandotte is a protective and vigilant mother. She guides her chicks with great attention and defends them effectively. Her calm character is passed down to her chicks, creating a well-balanced flock. For the breeder looking for a hen that does it all, the Wyandotte is a perfect candidate. They lay a large quantity of eggs, And when they decide to go broody, their success as mothers is very high, ensuring the continuity of the flock. The Sussex is one of the oldest dual-purpose breeds in England. They have an alert but docile temperament and produce between 200 and 250 brown eggs per year. The Sussex hen has a more developed brooding instinct than other varieties of the same breed, especially the speckled variety. Although she is an excellent layer, her tendency to go broody is strong enough that a breeder can depend on her. They are very dedicated mothers and do not usually abandon the nest once incubation begins. They sit diligently on the eggs, maintaining a stable temperature and protecting them from any interruption. Once the chicks are born, the Sussex hen is a loving and protective mother, a very attentive guide for her offspring, teaching them to find food and stay safe. Her great egg production, cold resistance, and strong maternal instinct make the Sussex an ideal choice for breeders who want a hen that can adapt to any climate and can incubate and raise her own chicks. Old English Game. Originating from England, this breed, despite its name, is a small to medium-sized bird. They have a bold and active temperament. They lay between 100 and 150 small white or cream-colored eggs per year. The Old English Game's brooding instinct is extremely strong. This is one of the most distinctive traits of the breed, as its genetics have been preserved to maintain this natural behavior. They are very efficient and dedicated mothers. They settle firmly on their nests and are very protective of their eggs, which ensures that the incubation process is carried out without interruptions. An Old English Game is an incredibly protective and brave mother. She defends her chicks with unmatched ferocity and guides them with great attention, making sure they grow strong and healthy. Although their egg production is not as high as that of other breeds, their unshakable brooding instinct and bravery as mothers are invaluable to a breeder looking for reliability and natural reproduction. The Dominique is one of the oldest breeds in the United States. It is a hardy, adaptable hen with a calm and friendly temperament. It lays between 150 and 200 light brown eggs per year. Dominiques have a well-developed and consistent brooding instinct. This is a characteristic trait of their heritage as self-sufficient farmyard birds. They are very dedicated and reliable mothers on the nest. They sit patiently on their eggs and rarely abandon their task, which ensures a very high success rate in hatching. Once the chicks are born, the Dominique is an attentive and protective mother. She guides her chicks with care and defends them from any danger, making sure they learn to forage and fend for themselves. For the breeder looking for a hardy, productive breed with a reliable maternal instinct, the Dominique is a fantastic option. Its old breed heritage gives it a robustness that makes it ideal for natural breeding. The Faverolles is a dual-purpose French breed, known for its docile temperament and distinctive facial features. They are very calm and friendly birds. They lay between 150 and 180 cream to light brown eggs per year. Faverolles have a moderate but strong enough brooding instinct to be reliable. Their calm nature extends to their incubation behavior, which makes them predictable. They are very dedicated and patient mothers. They settle calmly on the nest and take constant care of the eggs. Their abundant plumage also helps to keep the eggs evenly warm. A Faverolles is a protective mother, but with a very gentle approach. She takes attentive care of her chicks and makes sure they lack nothing, creating a very safe and calm breeding environment. Her combination of good egg production and a reliable maternal instinct makes her a versatile option. They are perfect for breeders who want a hen with a gentle temperament that will take care of the entire breeding process naturally. Cornish. The Cornish, of English origin, is famous worldwide as the main breed for meat production. Despite its robust appearance, it has a calm temperament. They lay about 120 to 160 brown eggs per year. Although they are known for their meat, the hens of the Cornish breed have a well-defined brooding instinct and are prone to going broody. This is a key characteristic for breeders who want to take advantage of their growth genetics. They sit with dedication on their eggs and are very consistent in incubation. Their large and heavy body allows them to cover a large number of eggs, maximizing the success rate of hatching. A Cornish is an attentive and protective mother. Her chicks, raised under her care, usually grow with optimal health. They are reliable mothers who will take effective care of their offspring. If your goal is to produce meat chickens naturally, the Cornish is the perfect choice. Her well-defined maternal instinct allows you to use the hen herself to incubate and raise a new generation of birds with superior genetics for growth. The New Hampshire, of American origin, was developed from the Rhode Island Red. It has an active and friendly temperament. They are excellent layers, producing between 200 and 250 large brown eggs per year. This breed was specifically selected and developed for its high brooding capacity. Unlike other laying breeds, New Hampshires have a very strong and reliable maternal instinct. The hens are very dedicated mothers on the nest. Their natural tendency to go broody is consistent, which makes them a safe option for breeders looking for a natural incubator that is also a great layer. A New Hampshire is a protective and careful mother. She guides her chicks with great attention and defends them from any danger, ensuring their survival and healthy development. The New Hampshire is the perfect breed for a breeder who needs a versatile hen. Her high egg production, combined with her strong maternal instinct, allows you to use her for both egg production and raising new flocks. The Asil hen, of Indian origin, is one of the oldest and purest breeds in existence. Despite its nature as a game bird, its temperament towards humans is surprisingly calm. They lay between 40 and 60 small cream-colored eggs per year. The Asil's brooding instinct is legendary. It is so strong that a broody hen can sit on her eggs with unmatched patience and dedication, making it incredibly difficult for her to abandon the nest. They are very efficient in incubation and remain firm, protecting their clutch from any interruption or threat. An Asil is an exceptionally brave and protective mother. She will defend her chicks with unmatched ferocity, and her care for them is constant and very attentive, ensuring that the chicks grow strong. Although her egg production is low, her extremely strong maternal instinct and ability to defend her offspring make her invaluable for breeders who value reliability and natural breeding over egg production. Cochin. And finally we have the Cochin hen, which has its origin in Asia. It is recognized for its very abundant plumage and its extremely docile and friendly character. In addition, it is one of the calmest breeds in existence. It lays between 150 and 180 large brown eggs per year. The Cochin's brooding instinct is as strong as the silkies. It is one of the most prone breeds to go broody, which makes it a reliable candidate for the breeder who depends on natural incubation. They are very dedicated and consistent mothers on the nest. Their large size and fluffy plumage allow them to cover a large number of eggs and keep them at the perfect temperature, which results in a high success rate of hatching. A Cochin is a very loving, attentive, and patient mother. Her docile nature ensures that she is not aggressive, but her protective instinct is strong, so she will take great care of her chicks with great dedication. Like the silkie, the Cochin is one of the most valuable breeds for a breeder who uses natural incubation. Her ability to go broody consistently and her protective nature make her a very reliable and kind living incubator. And with this last breed, we complete our list of the 12 purebreds with a well-defined brooding instinct. But to be fair, we cannot close this topic without talking about the true champions of self-sufficiency, those that embody the essence of the maternal instinct in its purest form, backyard or heritage chickens. Unlike the selected breeds, in these birds, the brooding instinct is not an option, but a fundamental part of their genetic heritage. Next, we are going to explore the most important characteristics that show us why backyard chickens are the natural incubators par excellence for any breeder. Backyard chickens are characterized by having a brooding instinct that is deeply rooted in their genetics. Unlike the commercial breeds we have named, which have been selected to eliminate this quality, in backyard chickens, this trait has been preserved naturally over generations. It is not an sporadic characteristic, but a fundamental part of their biological cycle, which makes them ideal candidates for natural breeding. This instinct is activated innately and without the need for human intervention. When the conditions are right, the hen experiences a hormonal change that drives her to find a nest and sit on the eggs, assuming her role as a future mother. It is a behavior that cannot be ignored or easily dissuaded, as it is a natural expression of their reproductive cycle. The relevance of this instinct for breeders is immense. An artificial incubator is not needed to renew the flock. When a purebred or backyard hen decides to go broody, egg production stops completely. This pause is a necessary biological process. The reason is that the hen's body dedicates all its energy, temperature, and resources to the task of incubating. For the breeder looking for self-sufficiency, this interruption in egg production is not a disadvantage, but an expected part of the cycle. It is a trade-off. You stop getting eggs for a couple of weeks, but in exchange you get a new flock. The brooding of a backyard chicken is a fascinating process. It begins with subtle signs. The hen starts spending more time in the nest until she sits firmly on the clutch, barely leaving it to eat, drink, and defecate, which she usually does very quickly to return to her eggs. For a breeder, recognizing this process is key, as it becomes an unequivocal sign that the hen is ready to incubate. Once a backyard chicken goes broody, its instinct to protect the nest becomes extremely strong. They become aggressive towards any living being that gets too close to their clutch. This fierce defense is a highly desired characteristic for the breeder, as it is the best guarantee that the eggs will be safe. One of the most notable survival strategies of backyard chickens and breeds that are incubating is their innate ability to hide their nests, looking for secluded places. This search for privacy is a genetic heritage that seeks to maximize the safety of the clutch. For the breeder, this behavior is an advantage, as the place chosen by the hen is usually the safest and most optimal. Once the eggs hatch, the instinct of the backyard chicken is transformed into a maternal instinct of high dedication. From the first moment, the hen assumes her role as a protective and guiding mother. This dedication is manifested in the constant care of the chicks. She keeps them warm, protects them, and makes sure they eat. The backyard or purebred hen that decides to incubate not only takes care of her chicks but also educates them. She teaches them to forage and fend for themselves. This learning process is fundamental for survival. Chicks that are raised by a backyard hen develop skills faster and are more self-sufficient. The maternal instinct includes a fierce protection against predators. They are constantly on alert, defending their chicks from any threat. This quality is a life insurance for the breeder, as the hen becomes a natural guardian. As we have seen, whether you seek the reliability of a purebred with a well-defined lineage like the Silky, Brahma, or Cochin, or if you prefer the resilience and unshakable instinct of a backyard hen that has perfected her maternal skills over generations, the broody hen is a true treasure for any breeder. In both cases, you have in your hands the natural incubator par excellence, a living tool for self-sufficiency, sustainability, and the constant renewal of your flock. The choice is yours, but the reward is the same: the joy of seeing a new generation of birds born and raised under the care of a dedicated mother. And now we would like to know your opinion. Which of these 12 breeds did you find most interesting? Or if you raise backyard chickens, what experience have you had with them as mothers? Leave us your answer in the comments. If you liked this video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next videos. And if you want to be among the first to see them, be sure to activate the notification bell. To your success, fellow breeder. Until next time.